Bro, look at this lineup. Sorry for the expletives, but holy moly, I've never waited this long to get into Disney. Like, it's just like the line to get into this parking lot right now is about, I don't know, too long, let's say. Not wanting to be that prick that records while driving, but this weekend apparently Cedar Point had to close its front gate to any new guests. I don't know exactly at what point they had done it. Apparently it was on Friday. We're at the back of the causeway, just leading in, and this is the traffic. They've actually taken one lane out of the outgoing lane to add extra space for all the cars coming in, and it is just insanity. Needless to say, I've prepared myself for a fast pass, because, wow. I don't think that this chain, Cedar Fair, after being at Kings Island yesterday, is having any problems. Their attendance figures are going through the roof. That's quite the spare cover. Well, let's see if we get in. It is 12:14 and we've come all this way, so let's cross our fingers, because wow, it's probably not even going to be till 1 p.m. that I get in the park. I'm recording this because I know that I'm going to wait through all this traffic. It's been 17 minutes. It's 12:32 since I last updated. And I'm going to, because I have to go to the washroom, I'm going to go into the park. I'm probably going to go to the washroom, and then I'm going to go out of the park. Because this is crazy. I've never seen it like this before. I just know there's going to be no value to today, because if I do end up paying $20 for parking, which I'm not going to do, I'll just turn right around. Kings Island, I scanned my pass, went straight in. This place, yeah, I'm not paying $20 for this experience, I'm sorry. Just to put it in perspective, by the time that you get into the park, it'll be 1, park closes at 8. In order to get on Steel Vengeance, with a crowd of this size, I'm guessing, in fact, I'm going to update my app and I'll find out right now. Still can't find ride times, because ride times will show up on the app once you're in the park, because we want to make sure that you've already committed to getting here before we take all of your money and give you no choice but to just carry on with your day with us. That's how we get you. No, there wasn't a gap and now we're going in. This is still the line that I just waited through to get into Cedar Point. I waited half an hour and now I'm heading out because, yeah, I just can't do this. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. I have to go to the washroom so bad that I couldn't even make it to the gate. So when you figure that the wait to get into the park for parking is an hour, you can only imagine what the wait times inside are like. And of course you can only imagine that because the app, or at least the Cedar Point app, has indicated as per usual, even while being on the causeway, you can't check out the ride wait times. I'm gonna have a look for fun once I get back to the end of the peninsula on maybe a third-party app to see what exactly the wait times say for Millennium Force is, because this is ridiculous. I'm not paying $99 for 6 hours of Fastlane Plus, because as per last year, oh, somebody's broken down. As per last year, your Fastlane Plus doesn't really bite that much into your wait. Millennium Force was about a 40-minute wait with Fastlane Plus. I can only imagine what it's going to be like today. It was nowhere near as busy as this last year. So I'm just going to take a pass. I came all the way out here. Fortunately, I have something else that I wanted to do anyway. So we're gonna just go over and do that instead and give it a full commitment of time. Because, yeah, Cedar Point is just getting a little too good for its own good. I don't know if that's the way the expression goes, but now that I gotta drive, I think I'll probably just focus on that. Oh, it is hot. It is really warm. It's October 19th and in Sandusky, and normally, yeah, you're not gonna get temperatures like this. So it's a beautiful day, and I'm in a parking lot just outside of the causeway, which is just over here. So yeah, I've just been looking on Twitter and trying to find out as much as I can. I think I've made the right decision. Steel Vengeance last night, and last night was the closure of Cedar Point that you guys are probably all talking about right now. It was a 2-hour wait, apparently, for Steel Vengeance with Fast Lane Plus. So you do the math. If you're just a regular punter and you're coming in here, I'm almost speechless. I can't even think about what the wait would be for just a regular person coming into the park. But a 2-hour wait for a Fast Lane Plus that costs you 99 American dollars, that's just out of hand. I think they either need to make it $1,000 or I don't know, like that seems like a ridiculous statement, but if you're selling those bands and that's the weight that you're advertising, let's look at it logistically. You've waited maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours just to get into the park. You get your bands, you get to the back of the park, so that's going to take you another half an hour. You resist temptation, you go straight to Steel Vengeance, and you have a 2-hour wait. By the time that's all said and done and you get on the ride, that's 5 hours of your day that you've already committed for one ride. In addition to that, if say you wanted to ride it twice, well, that's your whole day at Cedar Point because it's only open till 8 today anyway. Granted, I wish I had gotten here early. I did get up early to have this experience, but I'm going to be moving on to do something else that I originally planned to do, and hopefully I'll be able to do 2 things that I plan to do today. So not all is lost in that sense, but I think that they've actually closed the causeway again. It is around 1 o'clock now, because as I came back, as you saw from that footage, at the end, at the intersection where Cedar Point Drive meets like Sandusky proper, there was no traffic coming in. So I think that they've decided to turn people away once again. Cedar Point is now becoming the Disney World of the North. Granted, I'm probably partially responsible for that because I tell people to come here a lot as well. So it's just a sad truth of the matter. I'm gonna have to come back in May when all the kids are back in school and get my enjoyment out of the park then. Although it'll be the 150th anniversary, so God knows what's going to happen then. People are just going to come in their droves as well. I should not be complaining about a park that's successful, but yeah, it just kind of sucks. And yeah, I'm just going to wrap it at that. So if you're planning on coming for Halloween weekends, I'm going to suggest that you get here very early.